Welcome to A Picky Vegan. Today we are combining a flavored ice cream with a flavored sorbet pop and a dry
Powdered
powdered tea. Thank you, a powdered tea to make a yummy dessert. So we're gonna end up with three different flavors at the end. And we're doing this now because I can't stay up late at night because I get so sleepy. So we're having our dessert in the middle of the day instead of at nighttime after dinner. Let's get started.
So for our base, for all three flavors, we're going to be using the So Delicious dairy-free vanilla bean ice cream from Coconut Milk. And this is the no sugar added one. They do have a regular one, but we're using this one. And then the flavors we're making are going to be, let's see here, there you go. Mango Sorbet Pops from Jolly Llama. We also have the Raspberry Sorbet Pops, also from Jolly Llama. And for the last flavor, our dried tea is actually matcha. It is everyday matcha from, let me fold this over, Sencha Naturals. So those are the three flavors we're going to be making. And first up, we're actually going to take our ice cream. It's been sitting here for about 30 minutes just because it's a lot easier to stir and actually spoon out when it's nice and soft. And we're going to add, let's see, I'm not sure how deep these bowls are, but about half of it should be filled with the base ice cream, or at least close to half. We should probably mention this is a no churn recipe. You're not making ice cream from scratch. You're just taking two different types of ice cream and combining them. So it's a lot easier to make and faster. I know the first bowl over here doesn't look like half, but they're in big chunks. It will compress down a little bit. Okay, let's bring it to clean. So first up, what I like to do is to kind of separate the big chunks. I find it's easier to stir once you've done that. Just break it up a little bit, but it's still pretty frozen. And fair warning, your hands will get really cold just making one bowl, so mine are going to be freezing after all four. And that's pretty good. It's got some small chunks.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get smooth later, but you're going to be still stirring once you add your pop. So first flavor we're going to do is mango. So go ahead and get one out of the freezer. It's on the left.
Yes.
And this is for Mom. So this is the mango one. It comes in a push-up pop like this. You can just eat these by themselves, but we like mixing them.
And they are really good by themselves, but my science experimentalist here decided that she would combine these, and we have never gone back to just eating them by themselves.
Nope, because when you combine the mango and the vanilla bean, it tastes pretty much exactly like orange creamsicle or orange swirl.
Yes.
So once you've taken the lid off, what you're going to do is look for the seam, which I'm not sure you can see on the outside. It's right here. It's positioned a little differently on the inside. You probably can't see that, but you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut along the seam, not all the way down, but pretty close. Just keep going. I didn't cut straight, but it's fine. It's gonna peel. Okay. And essentially, you're just going to take it and peel it. Ideally, you want to cut it on the seam since that's already, I'm not sure what the word is, but it makes it easier
to peel.
Yeah. Because it's not solid like the rest of it.
Oh my goodness. I can't wait.
And then we're actually going to move these other two bowls because they're kind of in my way. And just kind of plop it in. I'm going to move the spoon.
So I'm going to go more towards the bowl because right now it's not going to hit the bowl.
Oh, it's longer than the bowl. It's not even a
Right.
concern.
Okay.
See?
Yes.
It was never going to fit. And this is already pretty soft. I believe sorbet is always softer than just regular ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, you're going to break it up a little bit before you start stirring. Makes it easier. And it will break up more once you start stirring it. But once you've broken up a little bit, you're going to kind of scoop the sides and fold it inwards. Pretty similar to making muffin batter, or I guess any kind of batter. Just making sure you get stuff off the bottom and fold it over to the top.
Okay, so I'll work on this one. You can start on the next one.
Yep, so get the raspberry pop.
Okay.
And just one for now since I haven't even started the second one.
Right.
And I like pushing instead of trying to do this. This is really hard to do. Just pushing is a lot easier.
Okay.
Okay, next one. Find the seam. This one's actually pretty full. You can still cut the seam, but it's a little harder. There we go. So this one tore, but that's fine. Just pull away from you so you can eventually wrap it around to get back to that seam, and it will start peeling as well. See?
Mm-hmm.
So I did it wrong, but I can still salvage it a little bit. And then when you're stirring it, oops, they can't see.
Oh.
No, because of me. I have my arm covering. It's up to you how much you want to stir it. I usually like to stir everything to where it's completely mixed, but you don't have to.
Looks good.
Yeah, you could just do it swirled a little bit. That's still fine.
Mm-hmm.
Take this other spoon.
Just give it a little presentation.
You can also scoop off the excess on the inside. It's the same stuff. Okay, I can put this over here.
Okay. So now the pops are dairy-free, gluten-free, and soy-free.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we have raspberry and we have mango.
They have other flavors, but we haven't found them in our stores. They have strawberry, blackberry, pineapple, and I think that's it, actually.
I think that's it. Mm-hmm.
Those with keen eyes will have noticed I did not break up the ice cream beforehand, so I have to spend a little extra time on this. But it's also melting, so it's kind of a win-win.
Mm-hmm. So now I can work on that one if you want to start the next one.
Yep. Okay. I also just want to check your work.
See there? I'm checking your work, girl.
Because see, look.
I know.
You didn't scoop the bottom. Look how unmixed this is. It's fine if you want it. Like, this is yours. If you want it unmixed, it's fine. But
And you can also still mix while eating, too.
you can, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there will be little chunks of the vanilla. That's fine. You can spend time if you want breaking them down against the bowl with your spoon, but it's not going to make or break your ice cream. They're small little chunks. The rest of it's pretty much mixed, so it's fine. But and see how it's still pretty much frozen?
Mm-hmm. That's a good thick consistency.
It is. Even though it melted a little bit for us to work with it, it's fine. Alright, so this is yours. Just gonna...
Let's move that one out the way.
Yeah, so they can still see. Because look how... You can see the color better with this one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's somebody's. Here, come back and shot. There you go. See, now this is really soft. But it's fine. You can pop them back in the freezer for a little bit if they're too runny. I've done that. It works just fine. It's still ice cream.
And it's still going to be really good.
Oh, yeah. Now there's ice cream on the counter. Oh, well.
It's okay. We'll get it.
Yeah. It happens. Now this one I might add a little extra just because I'm not already adding an ice cream or sorbet pop to it. I'm just adding powder. And that's not to say I want more. I'm just...
She wants more.
I'm fixing the ratios.
But see, now I can see where you could do this and you could also put it in an ice cream cone.
Yeah, we just don't have any.
Yes.
But you could. You could also just probably mix them in advance, put it in a jar or a tub or something, and put it in the freezer. Okay. So this time I'm actually going to break up the ice cream first. Especially because I'm going to be adding a powder.
Right.
And I don't want it going everywhere, because it will. It's similar to flour, at least. Go too fast, you get green dust cloud everywhere. There we go. I hit the camera, I'm sorry. All right, now for the matcha, you don't want it too bitter because I've done that. You're going to add, this is a 2-gram scoop, or essentially half a teaspoon. You just want 1 teaspoon or half a teaspoon of matcha. If you add 2, which is 1 whole teaspoon, it will be very bitter. And we're going to sift it. You don't have to use the bamboo whisk or anything here, or even a electric frother, but I found that sifting it helps it not clump up as much. It's not a big deal if you do get some clumps, but I like it being pretty smooth. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
See how good that looks, you guys?
Yeah.
And of course, I made sure to stir it all the way so that if my work is checked, I will not fail at this point.
All right, so we have 1 scoop, and I have a small sifter right here. Gotta be very gentle. Okay, and let's see, there we go. And we got this from a teapot from Walmart that didn't end up working.
It did not work.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But I took this from it and it's been great. Sometimes I make this in my new mug, and this is really good instead of using the big sifter we have. That looks good.
It does. It looks really good. Somebody's going to be really happy.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and start the last one.
Okay.
Since you finished the other 2.
Yes.
And I think we're actually about to finish this. And they don't sell them in bigger containers, y'all. This is because this is a pint, isn't it? Yeah, 1 pint.
Oh, that way, that's right. And which one is this gonna be?
Raspberry.
Raspberry again?
Yep. And then, let's see. I can actually add some more to yours. I just...
No, it's okay. That's not that much in there.
I know.
Oh, ice crystals.
Oh.
Raspberry wants to be special like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we finished a pint and a third because the other one was already open.
That's right.
All right, so here's your. Oh, I need to
If
do
you
this.
cut that,
Yeah.
Go ahead and
I hit the camera again.
finish the rest.
I'm gonna cut on the seam. I forgot my own rule. I thought I was supposed to cut on the inside of the seam, but you're supposed to cut on the outside. It makes it easier for peeling. It's been so long since I've made this version. I've been stuck on the matcha for so long.
Yes, you have. But see, now you get to see the different ways of how you cut it.
Yeah. I mean, they both work, just one's a little easier. Because the seam on the inside doesn't match the one on the outside, but cutting the outside seam is easier by the looks of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's ready to come right out.
Oh yeah, it's very soft, even though we just took it out. I really hope they get the other flavors in our stores because I think blackberry and vanilla
oh my goodness
would
heavenly.
be really good.
Just heavenly.
Okay, so you can start breaking that up.
And I'll start breaking that one up.
Yep, and then mine's gonna be a little melted, but it's fine. It's gonna taste the same. I'm gonna be very gentle with this one.
Mm-hmm.
And you especially want to scoop the bottom with this one because the powder will definitely stick to the sides and on the bottom and not be mixed. So earlier I mentioned not adding too much matcha because it'll be really bitter. Fair warning, if you think it's going to be sweet because I added less, it's still going to be bitter. It's just not going to be extremely bitter. But matcha is a kind of a bitter flavor.
It is.
But I like it like that. So if you like coffee pretty dark, you may like this. My dad doesn't, surprisingly, even though his coffee is so dark.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it smells so bitter, but he does not like this. He says it tastes too green, so...
Now, if you're gonna eat healthy, you're gonna have a little greenage in your life.
Yeah.
He's not with that yet.
You can see the little chunks of white.
Mm-hmm.
They will break up pretty easy. Are your hands cold?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I didn't have to stir as many, so I'm like, oh, my hands aren't so bad.
Because today we have a helper.
Yeah. Something you can do to help with that is get a paper towel, fold it over a little bit, and put it between your hand and the bowl, and just kind of stir into your hand. Mm-hmm. I feel that helps a lot.
It just smells so good.
Yeah. So you see mine is actually pretty soft.
Oh, yes.
That's because it was just sitting here, but it's fine. It only lasts a couple minutes anyway, so I won't notice the difference. But usually if I wasn't recording, I would make them one at a time instead of trying to make all four at once.
Yeah, this is one of those desserts where you can't be selfish and just make it for yourself and think you won't get noticed.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to find out, so you might as well make enough for everybody from the start.
Unless you make a flavor that no one else likes but you.
Well, that's true too.
Because no one else likes this flavor but me for matcha. There we go.
But it boils down to the fact that she made it.
Yeah. Okay. I probably could have added more ice cream, but I just wasn't sure. It always looks like so much, but
Wow.
it still tastes like ice cream.
Really smooth.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that is the matcha done. So it's the raspberry and mango, and that's the 3 different flavors using the same base. They do have other flavors, the So Delicious ice cream, but this is the only one we like so far. They have chocolate. We don't like chocolate. They haven't had the strawberry flavor.
Right.
And they have other flavors in different milk bases as well.
Right.
They have,
we haven't tested those yet.
No, they have cashew milk. They also have oat milk in terms of ice cream bases.
Right.
And they do have almond milk, I think.
Yeah, so we may try them and they'll be on the channel.
Oh yeah, because for cashew milk they have a banana one, which sounds really good.
It does. So you've just tuned into A Picky Vegan. We want you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the notification button so you don't miss great videos and food like this, even dessert. Be sure to let us know if you've tried So Delicious Vanilla Bean, and it is with coconut milk ice cream, or if you've had the Jolly Llama Sorbet Pops. And lastly, the organic everyday matcha. Now, I couldn't forget that.
Essentia Naturals.
And it's Essentia Naturals. So let us know for sure. Go ahead.
I mean, I showed them earlier, but there you go.
There you go.
Organic everyday matcha.
So that is going to be our midday dessert. And it is only, it's 4:42. That's what I'm talking about. Let's have a snack. Let's have dessert in the middle of our day. It's our day. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.